Well, travelers, things didn't go as planned with our Tiana's Bayou adventure. So come along and let's see what snafus happened and why we were a little disappointed with Tiana's Bayou adventure.
While you're streaming, Todd, but
Travelers, I have ran into Zach over here. They are from Texas. They are visiting from Texas.
New Braunfels.
What was that again?
New Braunfels.
New Braunfels. Up,
between
down,
San Antonio and Austin.
Awesome. They were just heading out of the park. They are some of the smart travelers. Going to go take a break. Robin's over here to the right over here to our right, but she didn't want to be on camera today. We got the Dapper Dans performing behind us, so we're going to let them get out of here, go get a little rest for the mid-afternoon, and then come back later this afternoon. Right? Y'all going to stay for fireworks?
I don't know.
This is their last day, I
It's
think.
our last day. We're kind of tired, so.
And they're going to do Tom Sawyer's Island, which I always recommend.
Yep.
So it was a pleasure meeting you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me on camera today.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's head back to Tiana's. Heading back to Tiana's, and as I was talking to Zach and Robin, they said it was really busy back there. So we're gonna go take a look at it because we have some things to talk about Tiana's and just the Magic Kingdom in general. So let's head on down Main Street and head back over to Tiana's. Crowd's not looking too bad up here on the hub and Main Street, so that's nice. Nice pretty day. She's always a beauty.
And now, please welcome our friends from the land of the enchanted woodlands.
Coming into Liberty Square. Anybody remember when this bridge used to be humped? Or is it just me? But now it's nice and flat, easy to get through. And of course, Sleepy Hollow, home to two of my favorite treats here at the Magic Kingdom. The corn dog and the funnel cake. How can you go wrong with that? We are heading back this way. See, the crowds really don't look that bad. This is nice and manageable so far. I haven't looked at wait times yet, so that's still to be determined. Somebody's poor balloon got stuck right at the top of the tree right there. Just hanging out. That's the 100th anniversary one. Looks like Chip and Dale are making their way down my pathway right here. My secret pathway. Do they do a meet and greet down here that I didn't know about? We're gonna find out. But we are headed right over there to Tiana's. They actually do a little meet and greet right here at the bump out that's on the pathway, right across from Tom Sawyer Island. So that's gonna be some great pictures. So here we are at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, looking beautiful, looking lovely. But if you can tell, there is no water running. The ride is down, and for our adventure it was the same way. We had reservations to come over and to ride Tiana's, but we had heard there was a 2 to 3 hour wait because it had been going on up and down with rides and stuff, but it had closed, opened back up, closed again. So since it was Becca's birthday and we wanted to make our dinner plans, we had to cancel our reservations for Tiana's. Now today is another day of cast previews. We could not move our cast preview, so we actually lost ours. But luckily for us, there is a silver lining to this story. But these casts are waiting because the ride is, at this moment, down. So yesterday was Becca's birthday plus our Tiana preview, which it is now up and running now. We came over, I'm over here today, the day after Becca's birthday. The ride didn't even open. It just now finally opened. There are no guests on it, and it is almost noon. Cast preview started this morning at 9 o'clock. So from 9 to 12, there have been no cast riding this because it didn't even open this morning. So there are some technical difficulties we are having. So we do understand that, but that's why we have previews, because of technical difficulties. And it's been 2 years since this ride has been down. If you didn't expect technical difficulties, that happens. You buy a brand new house and you have a punch list. So we got a punch list for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. The boats are now running, which we love to see. That means the cast that have stayed in the park will now come back over to get to ride their ride. But that also means the cast coming in later will get pushed back. So that's what happened to us yesterday. There was probably a 2.5, 3 hour wait. It was Becca's birthday. We did not want her to have to wait to go to dinner and to do different activities on her birthday. So we made a decision not to come over and ride. Now, luckily, we had a silver lining because we have another reservation. That was my reservation yesterday and Becca's reservation, but Michael made a reservation for later in the month. I think it's the 26th. So we will actually get to ride it on the 26th. Train behind me. But we'll get to ride it on the 26th, very close to opening date. So that is good. We get to come back over and have a ride before it opens to the general public. But this is why we do cast previews. This is why we do run-throughs for a month, to get it up and running and to working properly. So when our guests get here, it is here and you can enjoy it. It still is a beautiful ride. So that's why we do the previews, and that's why, yes, we're kind of like guinea pigs to make sure everything is working properly. But this way, we'll work out all the kinks. And yes, I know I'm being positive and all that stuff, but you know what? Things happen, and there's just nothing we can do about them. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we want it to work right for our guests. So Tiana's not being open right now. That's understandable, but I'm sure before all is over and said and done, everybody will get a chance to ride it that wants to ride it. Like I said, we do get a chance to come back, so we're grateful for that. See if we can get a flume coming down. You can see him running over here. Yep, there goes one. Okay, so it's back up. But like I said, it's noon, and we have no cast members yet coming down in a boat. But that's okay. I know I'm being very positive, and everybody's like, oh, positive, Alan, you're so positive. I'm going to tell you what, I give everything a chance. Tiana's, we got to give a chance, because there's been a lot of places in this park that we have changed, and everybody has come to love them. So Tiana's is one of those. I think we just need to give it a chance. It is here to stay. It is not going anywhere. And there might be tweaks and additions, subtractions, who knows? But it's here to stay. And like I said, we've changed a lot on the property. And let's go take a look at some of those that we have changed that you've probably already forgot what they used to be. So like I said, there have been a ton of things that have changed in the Magic Kingdom that people don't even remember what used to be there. You know, I like Splash Mountain. It was a great ride, but it was time for a refresh, in my opinion. Because it was broken down even worse than Tiana's gotten here lately. So, yes, it needed to change and give us a new ride. Remember, we got to bring people back to the Magic Kingdom. You know, if you keep giving them the same old rides and the same old things, they may not return. So, look, we're coming up here to Country Bear, which hopefully will be opening this summer. That'll be great. We've already seen some previews. Disney Parks has released some pictures, but there it is right there, Country Bear. That is going to be a whole new show, and I bet you everybody will see the refreshment and learn the new songs, or maybe some old songs and old favorites, and you'll come to love it just as much. So, like I said, give everything a chance. So let's start with this one, the Diamond Horseshoe. Who remembers when there used to be a show in the Diamond Horseshoe that you could go watch, a stage show, sit up in the balconies, sit up in the other areas? So Diamond Horseshoe was one of them, but now it's a restaurant. And the thing about the restaurant is it serves the exact same food as Liberty Tree. But now it's a restaurant and no shows. So that's a change. I haven't eaten in there, so we still got to see about that. As we head to our next location that has changed and we really don't remember, let's see what the wait time is. It is a 65-minute wait for the Haunted Mansion. So the crowds are here, folks. The crowds are here. So we're heading this way to our next location. Small World is a 30-minute wait. And Peter Pan across the way is a... This one's always the suspenseful one. It's in the 6, it's gotta be. What? 45 minutes? That's a jump in. You jump in that line when it's 45 minutes. So we're heading this way to our next location, and you could probably tell where we're heading to. Here at our next location, Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Who remembers what used to be here? That now we have fallen in love with Princess Fairy Tale Hall because now we don't have to wait in the heat and stuff to see all of our favorite princesses. But who remembers when Snow White's Scary Adventure used to be here? One of our favorite rides, and one ride that me and Michelle rode back in 1982, 84, somewhere around there for our grad night. We actually have a picture. No, it's not for here. It's for the other ride we have to go see that is no longer here. But this used to be Snow White's Scary Adventure. At our next location, who remembers when that used to be a fantastic gift shop? But now it's turned into the photo spot for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, which is just across the way right there. So many doors. Now heading over to our other location that it was actually mine and Michelle's very first picture at Disney, which I just realized that. I have got to find this picture. But I think we've showed it in videos before. It was on a ride that we came for our grad night, and the main performers on our grad night were Night Ranger. Night Ranger was our grad night band, which was fantastic. We had a great time, but it was the first time me and Michelle ever came to Magic Kingdom together. So it was a pretty special moment. But we are heading over to that ride that has been replaced by another ride that we all have fallen in love with. So now we're in the location that had our very first ride together, picture, and a location right over here that had a classic ride. Classic ride over here, classic ride over here. But they are no longer here, but we have fallen in love with these areas. So the ride we're talking about that we used to love that is no longer here, that Pooh took its place, which I think Pooh Bear is probably one of Becca's favorite characters. But we have the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. But me and Michelle took our very first picture here when it was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. We all complained about that leaving, and it's not going to be here, and oh, how could they do that? It's a classic Disney ride, yada, 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 all the complaining. But now Pooh's here and everybody loves it. So we got to give everything a chance. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say in this video. Give everything a chance. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we have to give it a chance, guys. I can still remember when me and Michelle were here. I can still see the picture if I can ever find it again. But things change. And then you just go right across from Pooh to right over here. And this was the most classic, iconic ride in this area. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea used to be here. But now we got this big mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, that everybody falls in love with, because as I passed by, it was a 70-minute wait. So we gotta love this, right? So once again, we've given this whole new area a try. So like I'm saying, let's give everything a try. Okay, so now we're heading to the two attractions that I hope never change ever, but they may in the future, who knows. Two attractions that never change, and still one more attraction to go that we've fallen in love with this attraction, but it took an iconic old school, let's go old school ride away from us. But we're gonna go take a look at it. Really, the crowds don't seem bad, but the rides are really long, so that's where the crowds are. They're all waiting in line. Everything seems to be 30 to 70 minute wait. So just pack your patience, stay hydrated in this heat. You guys know that, you know. So, and sunscreen. That's why I wore my hat today. My head was starting to get a little sunburnt sometimes. And actually, I got another hat at home that Nikki and Toby gave me to wear during the summer months. So I got to bring that one out and start wearing that one also. Plus my ball caps. Wait, Speedway's only 20-minute wait. So that's not too bad. So here is the Never Touch Please Disney ever at Walt Disney World is the People Mover. I absolutely love this ride. I know Disneyland's is still up, but it has never ran when I've been out there, and hopefully one day it'll always come back. But we always keep that hope up. But this is the one ride, one of the two rides I hope never changes at Disney. So the People Mover is a must for many people. It's a nice little respite from the heat that you can not just take a nice little breezy ride, stay in the shade. But this is the one ride, one of two rides I hope that never gets changed. And travelers, this is the other ride. This can never change. It is the OG. You can change the songs, you can change the seats, you can change the carpet, but this ride right here has to remain. Carousel of Progress. I mean, this is actually a ride that Walt worked on. I mean, come on. Carousel of Progress. It has to remain. So between the People Mover and Carousel of Progress, those are my two attractions in the park that must stay. Everything else, sadly, as I see it, it can go.
Inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Right there. I'm heading to our other two locations. Actually, I could give you 3 locations in the same area without even moving. That used to be here. That ain't here no more. But we've still fallen in love at least with one of the areas because the other 2 areas just totally went away. Weaving through the people, weaving through the people. Look at that, People Mover. Oh, I love that ride. Okay, I think I found a little shaded area over here. I can show you the 3 areas that have changed. 2 never came back as anything. So who remembers when there used to be a stage back there with stage shows and all that good stuff? Now it's just a character meet and greet. And that area changed, and it was a great show area, but we've fallen in love with the meet and greet that's over there to meet Buzz Lightyear and all them. And then you come right over here to the Buzz Lightyear ride itself. Used to be an OG if you had wings, but that changed, and we got Star Command headquarters right there, Buzz Lightyear ride, and we have fallen in love with that location. So we just got to give it a chance. Heck, Monster Laugh Floor there used to be another attraction. I can't even remember what the attraction used to be, but I love going in on that ride. So if you know what attraction that used to be, leave it in the comments down below. But right over here is the one. This area right here used to be 3 great attractions. Mission to Mars, Alien Encounters, and then Stitch's Great Escape. And now all it is a parking lot for strollers. Hopefully one day it comes back. As I pass Pirates, I'm going to go ahead and give you an update there. It's a 20-minute wait for Pirates. That's a definitely jump in that line. Okay, continuing our adventures. Travelers, this is up. We are up and running. All the cast members are waiting in line. Starts here. They are up and running. So it is 12:35 and the ride is now doing its previews with the cast members. Oh, here comes another bucket. Another one. There they go. And just to show you guys the cast member preview line, it goes all the way over to there. That is the cast member preview line, but it is up and it is running, so that is fantastic. That is nice to know that these cast members get their preview today. So travelers, that's all I am asking. Just give Tiana's a try. I know everybody loves Splash Mountain. Heck, we got several family photos of not only Magic Kingdoms at Walt Disney World Splash Mountain, but over at Disneyland we got family photos of Splash Mountain. We loved it too. There was nothing wrong with Splash Mountain, but it did need a refresh, and this is a great refresh. They're coming down, the cast members are clapping, I just ask everyone to give it a chance. Don't think of it as Splash Mountain anymore. That's the easiest way. Don't get on and go, oh, well, this used to be here, this used to be there. I know we're going to want to do it, but don't do it. It's not the same ride. It's not going to be the same ride. So that's why I just say, give everything a chance, and who knows, this may become one of your favorite rides here at the Magic Kingdom or at Disneyland. So until next time, travelers, like we always say, I'm just so excited seeing all the cast members come down and having a great time. And these boats are getting soaking wet, so get prepared to cool off when you get a chance to ride it after June 28th. But until then, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there.